Hi, this is Patty D. Priest, and welcome to Educate Academy, brought to you by the Kentucky Academy of Technology Education. Today, I'm going to show you how to create this Bitmoji banner that I used in Google Classroom. So the first thing we're going to do is create a new slide presentation. So I'm just going to type in slides.new. There are other ways to create new slide presentations. I'm going to close the themes. And then I'm going to come here and drag to select both of those boxes and hit the delete key to get rid of those. The next thing I'm going to do is come up here and name my file. And so I'm going to call this Bitmoji Classroom Banner. And I am going to organize it in my Google Drive by finding my Bitmoji folder and moving it there. Once I've done that, I'm going to come up to the File menu, and I'm going to change my page setup. The banner is a custom size, so I'm going to change this to custom, and I'm going to change this to pixels. The banner is going to be 1,000 pixels wide, almost didn't get that last zero, and 250 tall, and we're going to apply that. So the next thing we need is a background or a setting for our Bitmoji classroom. Now I will share this with you, but I have several Bitmoji header backgrounds here that I've been playing around with a little bit. The person that created these set these as a background, so in order to use them, I am going to have to actually do a screenshot of them, and I'm going to not want the whole screen, I just want the background. And so I'm going to select that. On my Mac, it is Command-Shift-4. On a Windows machine, I would go to the snipping tool and only snip the part of the screen that you want. All right, so I've copied that. I'm going to go over to my banner, click the background button, choose an image, and I'm going to drag the file in. I'm going to say done, and notice it sized it for the background, and I also cannot move it as I'm trying to manipulate other things on my screen. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is decide what I want in my banner. The thing you've got to pay attention to, if I go back to the banner I created, is there's a lot of writing on the left-hand side in a Google Classroom. So most of your banner needs to be over to the right. So kind of decide what you would like in your banner. So let's say that we want to add a dog. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to Insert. We're going to insert an image, and we're going to search the web. Now there are two kinds of images that work in Bitmoji classrooms or in banners. We want them basically to have a transparent background. So you could say dog, if I could only type, transparent. And a PNG typically is a transparent file. And so we can come over here and we can say, okay, I want it laying down. Sitting might be good. This one's kind of cute. So I'm going to double click. It's going to add it. And I can resize it by going to the corner and resizing. Now there's a lot of extra space on here. Not really in the way, except that if you start putting different items on there, it might kind of be selected instead of what you want to select. So I'm going to double click on here. Come over until that arrow becomes one-headed, and I'm going to shrink this down, and as soon as I click off of it, I don't have that extra space there. I'm going to move my dog over here, and we're going to add a couch, and I happen to have some couches that people have been sharing this kind of stuff all over the internet, especially on the Facebook groups, and I'll share some of those with you as well. But you can come here. This was a PowerPoint file, but I was able to open it in Google Slides. If I want to convert it to slides, I can go to File, Save as Google Slides, or I can just use it as a PowerPoint file in Google Drives, opening it with slides, which is what I'm going to do. So let's say that I need a chair. I kind of like this one here. So I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to copy it. I could have right-clicked on it without clicking on it and copied. Go back to here, paste, or right-click and paste. And I'm going to resize it a little bit. Drag it around. It's still a little bit big. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. I've got my couch. Now I need a Bitmoji to put in my chair. Now there are people who are sharing Bitmojis of different people that you can add. So if you don't want to add you can always find one of these, and I have some of those. I have a whole folder I'm going to share with you as far as items to create your Bitmoji classrooms with. So we could go there, but I'm going to just grab one from my Bitmoji account. I'm going to come up here to my Bitmoji Chrome extension, and I'm going to choose my sitting icon, and I can just drag it into Google Slides. There we go. Usually it doesn't take that long. And so I'm going to drag it to position it where I want it, and it's really pretty much the size that I need. So what else do I need in my picture? Well, let's add something else. We're going to insert an image, and I can also go here to the little image thing, and I want to search the web. And instead of a dog and instead of a PNG, I'm going to show you how you can find a vector, which also works as a transparent background. So I'm going to look for a stack of books, and I'm going to say it's a vector, and let's say I like, well, let's take this one. We'll double click. It will add it. I'm going to resize it because it's a little bit big, and I'm going to put my stack of books over here by my chair. So we can come back here to the image. We can search the web. Instead of a stack of books, let's find a cat. And I want one that's going to work with the dog, and I don't think a vector file is going to work. So let's go back. Instead of vector, we're going to look for a transparent PNG, and this one's kind of cute, so we'll add it. We're going to resize it so it's not bigger than the dog or the person, and have it sit there with all of us. We want to put a picture on the wall. You can find a picture. There are some picture sites, something like Unsplash. It's a free place to go and find photos. You can also go to Pixabay, I think. And we can just say we want a nature picture. Want something that's going to be on our wall. It's something kind of, I happen to love the mountains, so we're going to take this, I'm going to download it, and it's going to give me a name. It's going to go to the downloads folder. I actually want it on my desktop. There we go. And I'm going to save it. I'm going to come back here, and I am going to add it to my image by just dragging it in. I'm going to resize it because it needs to go on my wall right here. And if you want to put a frame on it, you can just use a border, and these are your border weights. So I'm going to go with a 4, and you can change your border color, and we'll make it brown. And I now have a framed picture on my wall. Even use a shape. So I can come up here to shape, and I can use a square, draw my square. It's going to come up with a gray fill, but if I wanted a different color, I can come here. Let's say that we want something that's a little more, well, we could make it into our own chalkboard by making it black, and we can put a border on it and make it, say we make the color of it blue, make it thicker. You can go really thick on that one. And again, we can add our text, draw where we want our text to be, double click in here, make sure that we change our text color to white or something light so that we can actually see it, change our font to whatever we want it to be. Let's say it's this, and say, welcome to class. One of the things you're going to notice, let's say I want to move this. When I move it, I'm going to move let's say the shape and not the text box. So I'm going to undo that with my Command Z or Control Z. I love that key combination. Use it all the time. Now I'm going to hold down my Shift key, and I'm going to select both of these items, and then I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to say I want to group it. Once it's grouped, then when I move it, it's going to take everything with it and not just part. That's really all there is to it. Once you're ready, you're going to go to File, you're going to download it, And you can download it either as a JPEG or PNG. I typically go with PNG. I'm not sure why. So it's going to name it whatever your file name is. You can change that, save it to where you want to, click Save. And then when you go into Classroom, you're going to go to Upload a Photo. You're going to drag your photo over. And you see this little rectangle here. You're going to drag this out and make it the size of your banner. And you're going to select it as your classroom theme, and it just changed it. The thing you'll notice is it darkens it, and there's nothing you can do to change that. It just is what it is. And I tend to try to pick pictures that are a little bit lighter so you don't get a really dark background, and it's just kind of trial and error. It just is one of those automatic things that Google Classroom does. So thanks for watching and have a great day.